And we're live. do, do, start.
Yeah.
Yes. We're going to have our theme song for y'all soon. It's going to come. Brother, we might have to lay down a track. You know the girls how I'm dropping my gum and everything over here. You know how the girls be laying down the track in the studio. We might need to get a little AI auto tune, do our own little
For
track.
real. I've been asking around. I'm really trying to make an original song for my theme song. So we need a collab for when we do our joint videos. The
Yes,
Parker's house.
absolutely.
At the Parker's house. Yes.
Oh, where's my notebook? Right here. I'm go ahead and put that in there, so that doesn't go away. All right. Well, I am, for those of you who might be new to the channel or who are checking it out, coming in, I'm Cameron Parker, and I'm on the Parker's couch. You can find me on YouTube. You'll find some videos also on the whatchamacallit. Dang it, I was about to say the Twitter, but not the Twitter. But the what's the other one that went away but came back? TikTok. Lord knows
TikTok,
my
yeah.
brain. You can find me there or Cameron CD Parker 03 on Instagram. But make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things. And I'm gonna turn it over to my brother to introduce himself.
Yes, well, I am none other than Quentin Weather Fashion Doll. I talk about fashion dolls, plants, fashion and home decor, and I have an Etsy store. But me and my brother Cam, we love to come together to talk about the award shows and our favorite show, RuPaul's Drag Race. So I'm so excited. Oh, did I lose him? I'm trying to find the link. Is it me? Is it me?
And I have returned. Lord knows.
Okay.
Like went out right there at the beginning. Lord knows. That hasn't happened in a while. StreamYard had been doing really well. But all of a sudden that just went out of
And
nowhere.
I'm the one usually with the connection issues, not you.
Right. But I am back now, and we are here ready to talk about episode 4 of Drag Race.
Yes.
And I know for me, brother, it's given. I'm living for it. I am living for the season. I really enjoyed the challenge this past episode, and I thought the runway theme was wonderful. And we're gonna get into some looks of those who I'm sure like we probably are in agreement with some of them who killed it. We'll see if we are in agreement with some who did not
Yes.
as well.
But I agree. I love the challenge and the runway. And this season, I'm
Absolutely.
back. I'm back excited for Drag Race. I just resubscribed to Wow Presents Plus because I need to catch up on the other franchises. So I'm back Viacom RuPaul. Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, on this episode, they had to recreate some of the popular drag race sayings and things over the years. And I love how they were making like it brought me back to old school of all those compilation CDs. I used to
Mhm.
love getting them things like the Now Plus and all that stuff. And just getting all the compilations. And so that was cute how they broke up into teams and to tackle that and made their own original music to that. And
Mhm.
we got to hear some of the queens' voices and what they would sound like on the record and everything. That was neat. So they put them to work.
Oh, sure. We did get to hear them sing. Like On Your Nerve was really trying to give us a vocal. That's true.
She sure was. She was really trying to do that. And hey, what's up? AB. I'm gonna show that comment an embarrassment.
Now this my friend Aja. She is good for a hot take, honey. Not an embarrassment. I need to know what you didn't like.
We gonna find out. We gonna find out. Maybe we gonna get it there to what you did not like or what you did not enjoy. But brother, do you have a preference of whether we kick it off and talk about the challenge itself first, or go into the runway?
You know I'm a Virgo and I like to go in order. Let's do the challenge first. Oh, let's do a little workroom and then the challenge and
Yeah, let's
then
do a little workroom.
mm-hmm.
What was sticking out in the workroom? Let's see, because they had the preparation, yeah, of going into the challenge and doing that. But what you shaking your head? What you got going on?
Miss Joella Ella is so delusional. She is so delusional. When the girls were like reading Lucky Star's message on the mirror and everyone was so sad and like the girls were crying, Lexi Love said, "Oh my God, I saw a lot of me in her." Ariette was sad because that was like her Judy. And then Joelle was like, "Oh, I would have thought I went home the way they're crying. Like, why is everybody so sad? Like, it was giving the girls more really preferred me to go home. And I agree. And spoiler alert, you could have went home last week and Lucky Stars could have got another week, honey, but that was funny to me. The delusion continues.
Continues. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Her face at the mirror, because everybody was definitely so sad over Lucky and looking like, girl, why are you still here? Because
Yes.
I was the same. We are in full agreement. I could have used another. I know Lucky was awful last week, but she was much better in her talent show, and she had been
Mm-hmm.
showcasing better looks on the runway overall. I was
Mm-hmm.
excited to see more of her, so she could have stayed.
I would have been okay with one more week. If she had a came back another week and we got another big head piece and like the same kind of thing, then I would have been like, okay, she could go.
Yeah,
But we could have seen her give like her lady makeup one more try and it not be, white giving
right.
pantomime.
Ah, yes, I know. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. We could have did without that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Now I'm trying to remember. Now I feel like I'm getting old. But how did they get into who got what track? Do you remember how that was decided?
One of the pit crew members came out and they had to pull something out of a box. I think they had to
That's right.
pull. Was it strips of fabric? It was something I can't remember what Ruth said, but Ruth said pull the something out of my pink furry box.
That's right. That's how they got the classics. You know who was going to be
Mm-hmm.
compared, matched up with who, and all
Mm-hmm.
that in the challenge. I could not remember that part.
And I like this challenge. It's paying homage to me to some challenges in the past. Cause whatever season Lanisha Lopez was on, they had to recreate some iconic moments from
Hmm.
previous Drag Race girls. So this was cute to me.
Yeah, yeah. No, and I felt like they did that on like an All Stars thing too, but I might be making that up. I don't know. I felt like it was done twice for some reason, but I do remember that one that you're talking about. But it
Mm-hmm.
was a nice old throwback, and we got to see. Now they didn't have all the classic kind of reads. A little bit of
Mm-mm.
some of them were kind of like, oh, why did y'all choose this one a little for me? But
Mm-hmm.
it worked in the challenge and stuff itself, so I was happy about it.
The one that stands out to me that I was like, oh, girl, I didn't even remember that. Was the Jasmine Kennedy one. Like, have your moment, girl. I was like, oh, I didn't even remember that. But work.
Work, yes,
And that's
yes.
recent and
Yeah,
not
that was
even
recent.
memorable.
That was recent. But hey, you know what? The girls made some tracks out of it, and they made it work. I thought the way that the teams were putting it together was interesting and everything too, because especially with the first group. I feel like the first group did more kind of working together and involving the group, but it
Mm-hmm.
tripped me. I was tripping at how much they thought Hormona Lisa was gonna suck.
Oh yes.
And we'll get to her and how I felt about her performance, but she was like, girl, she was like, I know what I'm doing. Y'all just, I know what I'm doing.
And
So,
she did.
and she did.
But it was weird because I was like, they I was it was given like this was an editing thing, like they were trying to edit her to look stupid. But then the girls also thought that it wasn't gonna be served. And so I guess I don't know. I would love to see like the actual footage.
Yes, love to see the actual footage. But from the first group, I from their put together, I was like, okay, this one has potential to be kind of funny. They had Crystal Envy rolling, like the hay and all that kind of stuff, and so that was, giving me something. The second group, Corey from the start, I was like, what is this? What are we doing? Why are we involving this stupid yellow look again? Whenever she was even explaining it, talking about, oh, the show I elevated my drag and it can be elevated and yellow on yellow, going like it just didn't even make sense. And I'm like, girl, this is just tacky.
It didn't make sense at all. It was tacky. I don't know why the girls wanted to have their solo moment so bad. And Corey King was giving me um when Monet Exchange was being delusional over the sponge thing. And like, girl, this is on your same season. And you just did this on the previous episode. So I don't think this is like no. Like it's a quote Gia Gunn. So what no. And I just want to comment on what Aja said. She said Drag Race has a habit of delayed eliminations. Harmona Lisa and Joella should have been gone 3 episodes before an elimination, only to get rid of someone with presence, then a dusty ass Joella lip sync. I was not mad that no one went home the first 2 episodes, because we already know Drag Race. They're giving more episodes than the girls there, so we already know it's gonna be some episodes when bitches don't go home. But what could have happened was a double Shantae on this episode. Both of them bitches could have went home this time. To me,
They could have made up for that little
yeah.
extension. And I'm fine with the girls staying now and doing it that way. Now that the girls spend so much money coming on to the show, some of them, so at least allow them to showcase something on the runway, a couple of weeks. I would feel kind of
Mhm.
bad if somebody today goes home immediately. That's pretty sad.
Mhm.
I mean, you're still gonna be wasted. But I get into Ramona. I know the girls don't be seeing it for her. They don't see it for her in the workroom, but I don't think she's that bad.
I don't
Like,
think so either.
I don't think she's that bad to have to go.
Oh, and one more thing while we're on Mona Lisa in the workroom. When they said something about a hard front, no, shake and go weeks, they were like, oh, we're going to put on shake and go weeks. She said, oh, this is going to be fun. I've never wore a shake and go wig. And Jewel Sparkle said, girl, you got on a shake and go wig now. I think she think, because I think that's supposed to be a lace, I guess. I don't know. The hairline look, I don't know what her wig's supposed to be. She tried that.
She tried that. She tried that.
Girl, that wig
Woo.
looks so cheap and plastic.
Oh
Girl,
gosh.
bye.
Yes. Yes. Come on,
She looked like
sadness.
she got on Karen Hugo wig, but the bob version that Karen had on in her DUI tapes. Like, girl, bye.
What's wrong with a bob? I tell
They
you.
um if they
I-
get rid of her, the season would be flat. I don't think so. Cause I think On Your Nerve has very funny talking heads and Jewel Sparkles. I think we would be
Eh,
okay.
yeah, I think they got some options to choose from because I feel like this crew of girls actually gives personality, like
Hmm.
that cattiness and
Sam
the re.
Star,
Yeah,
Lexi Love, a lot of them
I
got
love Sam's
personalities.
confession, like Sam's little confessionals and everything, because she stays reading the girls and be
Yes.
saying like what I'm thinking a
She
lot of
said something
times.
so shady too in the beginning. Now I can't remember what she said. Oh,
I still love hers with Joella, where she was like, if that's opulence in LA, I ain't going back. She said, I don't need to go back.
damn! She be reading. You could tell she is related to Trinity the Tuck, cause that's another Southern girl who be put together and dressed, and she also reads. I love Sam Star.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And hey, brother, in the chat,
Hey, brother,
yes.
and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Uh,
Um, oh, go ahead.
oh, no, I'm good.
With the challenge, I also thought um this was more funny than her actual scene in the challenge. I thought Crystal Envy rolling on the floor being the tumbleweed, that was hilarious. And
Yes.
I didn't pay attention to that on my first watch, but when I watched it the second time, that was very funny to me.
And then I see how she kind of earned her spot, where she was. I give it to Crystal this time because I had a little bit of hard kind of feelings about her, but this episode
She
she
was
she
working.
she was working, and she was
She
working the girls.
directed.
She had them in line. She had the vision kind of for everything, the whole thing, and she knew how to use everybody. So yeah, she did her thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get into the challenge, so the first group, since we're there and talk about it, one of the first things I want to say is that okay, I was actually proud of lingerie this week. I thought lingerie for me had a chance to had a slight chance to be up there and stay on the stage for me, because I thought her performance in the little country little skit was funny. I thought she was a standout in Joella's little skit in the background singers. Uh,
Okay.
with doing that, and then I noticed her even in Crystal Envy's. When she had all the girls working and doing the ka and all this stuff
Oh,
going
yeah,
on.
you're right.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
felt like she was very active, more active than I have seen her, and I noticed her and stuff actually this episode. And we'll get to her runway and kind of like what I thought about that. But I thought she had a chance, so
I'll
I was
accept that.
proud of her. You accept?
And I will say in hers solo, it was meh, like it was all right. But when you give me the full picture, you are correct. Cause I did notice her when they were doing the get a girl, get good God girl, get a grip and I like that song too. You're
Yes.
right. She was working on working. She was working.
So I was like, okay, at least I took notice. So I'm like, if she could stay on that trajectory, maybe she could give us something. Because I gotta root for the Black Queens. I want them to do well. I do want them
Yes.
to do well. So I want her to keep pulling out more, because right now she just hasn't been showing me like why she's on here.
Oh, and that's lingerie. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
And she,
Um, Another standout for me. Okay, so on my first watch, for some reason, On Your Nerve did it. I didn't pay attention to her singing like that. I don't know why. But who's really stood out to me was my girl Susie too. And that's
come
one
on,
of
Susie.
season 9 is my first live season that I watched the Drag Race. So I think that season just means a lot to me. I love Valentina and Aja. So like I just love that whole interaction. And the song was cute. Susie mixed up her makeup. She gave us different hair. I was like, come through, Susie. I knew she had it in her. I'm so glad that she is not stuck in Betty Boop. So the girls can't read her for doing the same thing every week. And we gonna get to her with the runway. But Miss Susie too, she could have been, if her runway was better, Susie could have been up there for me too. Susie turned.
Once again, we definitely agree. I thought it was shady with the girls too, whenever they were talking in the back. talking about who they think is the bottom three and the top three that was left on the stage, and they were saying that
Mm.
Susie they think is a bottom. Talking about she just didn't give it the way I
Pause.
thought she was gonna. Said she didn't give it the way I thought she was going to. Um, I love the interpretation of that
Mm-hmm.
iconic line and stuff there. I love the interpretation she did and turning it rock, and
It
she had all the props and everything working. It was
yeah.
comedy. It was everything. She looked great.
Her body was together, bitch. Yeah.
Yes.
It
Hmm.
being rock matched the energy of, oh, Valentina, you're beautiful. Like she was just mad. So that it was perfect.
It was really good. I was like, "Oh, these girls are hating. They are really hating right now." It thinking like
Mm-mm.
she's at the bottom out there on the group, but they just didn't
Mm-mm.
want your girl to be in the bottom, Miss. As I say, your girl, I know she ain't really your girl. I don't know why I keep Miss Arietti or whatever. I don't know why I keep
Um,
it. Yeah,
she
we
was just there.
she was just there. She was just there. Yes.
Okay, if since we on Arietti, Arietti has a level of delusion too. She is not bothering me, but I do think Arietti thinks she is more sickening than she is
Oh,
because
100%.
like at the beginning of the episode, she was mad because Sam Star had won, and like she won with that ugly pussycat wig on, and seeing her sitting in the workroom or whatever or backstage, the wig wasn't as cute as it was on the main stage.
Hmm.
But her full look was stunning, girl. Don't be mad because you coming on here every week with this same makeup and them elf ears. She was stunning. And then even this week, Arietta, you just be doing what you want to do to a certain extent. You're not following the prompt. So you
Yes,
can't be mad when you don't win.
absolutely.
Mm-mm.
I definitely agree. Definitely agree. And Jules, for me, I agree with the judge's comments whenever she stood out.
She
Next
did.
to her, I found myself looking at Jules in that performance. Like she had the better facial expression, she was giving more, she looked better, everything like for the part for what they were doing. So she just ate her up in that one.
Did this is giving opulence. You earned everything. This is giving when Mercedes was the standout, and then Kahana was pressed because you was just there. But that's on you.
Yeah, absolutely. On the flip side, my girl on your nerves, since you had brought her up earlier with group two, honey, I noticed her from that first one. I was like, oh, she is slaying. She
Mm.
is giving it in this challenge. And even with making it, they was like, damn, did we make her look too good? I was like, no, y'all didn't make her look like that. She did
She
that on her
did.
own.
Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah, y'all the ones, and whenever she said, I want to do this solo, it's a
Oh, that's
solo
what I was
vibe.
about to
She
ask.
knew, uh-huh. She knew
Okay.
what she was gonna give solo. She was like, I don't need these heifers. I know
Mm-mm.
exactly what I'm about to do.
Did. I don't need to be. Was she even in any other scenes?
Yeah, in Corey's, they were all in there in the backup, like a
Mm.
backup choir.
Corey's, I just blanked Corey's out of my mind. All I remember is her laying on
Yes,
the ground and them throwing that fabric, and I don't remember nothing else.
exactly. Most of the girls in group two were solo though. They had like solo kind of
Mm.
performances. But yeah,
Mm.
she slayed for me. She was definitely up there.
Now, when we get to the, I'm Michelle Visage. When we get to the runway, I have thoughts. I have
Yes.
thoughts.
Oh gosh. Yes. We would get there. We would get there with that. Oh boy. Um and the rest, man, Lydia, I don't even remember her. I guess did she perform with lingerie? Yeah, she did. But she was forgettable. Um
I remember Sam, but then
yes.
Acacia was just there.
I thought Sam was at, I thought Sam also had a chance. Could have been because that back and forth. It was the Candy Muse, um,
Tanisha,
Tanisha, right?
little
Yes,
girl.
yes. And I thought what they did because I was a little worried from the making how they were like trying to do this, but I thought what they did actually worked together. And
It was
Sam's
cute.
voice was like perfect. I felt
Hmm.
like for what the track needed.
And in my head, I have fused little girl from Drag Race with little girl from Salt Lake City. So that's just one scene to me. Little girl. But it was cute.
It was cute. And
And
I
I
thought she had
remember
a
Sam's
yeah,
wig. For some reason,
yes.
Sam's wig stands out in my head.
And if runways mattered, that's why I thought she had a chance. But we'll get there to how I felt about her runway this week.
Oh,
It's stuff too.
oh, and I have intel. I have intel
Okay.
on the runway look. See, this is why being a YouTube girl, I watch all the other YouTube girls, and you get, you get some info that you wouldn't get just from Drag Race and Untucked.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Love that. And before we get there, I guess the last things in the girls that just were not that girl who I just knew was gonna be in the bottom. Joella, I know she thought she was slaying, but that I just felt so uninspired. I was like, this is supposed to be funny, but I'm not buying it, sis. I'm not buying
Uh-uh.
it at all with her performance. And then
I
she just
agree.
started rolling on the floor and doing this and that. I'm just like, oh, she trying.
She clearly didn't watch the Blues Brothers. Because if you watch the Blues Brothers, I feel like that's a lot of white people's idea of what black church is. You should have knew what to do from that, or something, or a Medea movie, something. She was not serving. They should have gave that to somebody else. Oh, well,
Absolutely.
I guess they couldn't have gave it because they they picked it out the
They
box.
picked it
But
out. Yes.
mm-mm. Did she
Yeah.
have? Did it have to be gospel? Did she
She
choose for
picked
it to be
it was
gospel?
gospel. It had to
Oh,
be. That was the
mm.
track she had. And she was, to her defense, she did say she was worried whenever she got that because that's not her vibe or anything. But I was like, well, girl, you be cosplaying a black big woman all the time anyway. So, it's secretly you was probably living for this role.
Exactly. I want to be racy. Okay, you know how there's a black version of Lord I lift your name on high, and then there's a white version.
Yes.
Lord I lift your name on high.
Yes.
Whatever they call, because I feel like they call black people it's gospel, and then that be like
Christian
Christian
music.
Christian music. She should have did the Christian music version of the song, and she probably would have been more successful.
I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. Ah, and
Mm-mm.
we already know Corey was a hot mess. And then whenever
Yes.
we see the actual finished product, oof,
That's a no.
I just didn't get it. Like, what was the story? Like, what? And that line was about like that's like being that bitch, like being fashionable, being
I
that it girl. Yes.
Trade had Trade had gutted me, but I didn't die. I crystallized. So yeah, she should have been stunned.
Stunning. That's the
Mm-mm.
time to turn it out. Like I
It should have been given Sailor Moon transformation, honey.
yeah. But this is her downfall of wanting to be that white Barbie.
No.
So yeah, I don't know.
What did you think of Lexi Love?
So I let's see is one sneak peek when we talk about our favorites. Let's see is one of my favorites, and
Same.
I thought she for what it was that moment. I thought she did well, like given like the exaggerated. She almost did a little Jasmine kind of look, exaggerated Jasmine look the
Mm-hmm.
way she did it.
That big old
Yeah, the
wig.
big old hair and all that. And she showed me that she can do stuff. She has some guns. I don't think it
Mm-hmm.
was strong enough for a top, but I thought it was like definitely good enough to move on.
A strong say.
Yes.
And I think her runway was giving that as well. Strong say.
A strong safe. Yes. Absolutely. I agree.
Hmm.
And oh, and yeah, Crystal Envy. I guess that's the last girl. Um,
I remember she was cute. I remember her main challenge, and I loved her look. Her look
yes.
was giving me like dominatrix or something. Like I am in charge.
Yes. Yes. I thought she was really smart to use all the girls like that in her skit because it wouldn't have been enough for her to carry out on her own. And I was
Hmm.
like, no, this wouldn't have made sense. But she definitely made that work. Um,
Hmm.
and I appreciate it because it wasn't like she wasn't trying to be, like some of the girls be trying to do all the voguing and all the things that don't need to be.
Yes.
So she she was smart and played that role up how she needed to.
Yes.
That was a smart choice. She's a
And
smart
then
girl.
this was this was a Latrice quote, so she definitely could have went like, "I'm trying to be the black girl," and she did not. So I was like, "Thank you." She knows to stay in her lane. I She wasn't a favorite for me starting out, but I'm
Hmm.
starting to like her also more and more.
I agree. Yeah, this one went a long way.
Mm-mm.
Um, go ahead and get these looks ready.
This week's category, if you are just tuning in, was quilted for your pleasure. We tried to dress for the category. I'm not quilted, but I am embossed.
And
And Cam is
yes,
flannel.
and I will explain my outfit while I have it on. Once we get there to
Okay.
that girl. All
Yeah.
right. Let me present right here. Lord knows. It's only midday and I feel like my brain is crashing.
Do you? I think it was like 5 Hour Energy on their commercial. They used to talk about that 3 o'clock feeling. You're just getting the
Yes.
3 o'clock feeling
Yes.
when you
That's what I
start getting
need.
tired after lunch and stuff.
Uh-huh. I might need that Snicker bar. Hungry?
Yes.
Ah, all right. Oh, look, they're starting off with who we had called a strong safe. Starting off
Yes.
with Miss Let's see. Let's see love here. So quilted for your pleasure. Now, what I did like about this, so we should have some ratings. Let's see. We got to give a tacky. We got to give a what? What's gonna be our
Are,
little
are we using my rankings or do we want to have new ones?
your rankings? What's your rankings,
So
honey?
it's stunning, cute, and tacky.
Stunning, cute, and tacky. There we go. So for this right, me, it gets a cute. I enjoyed the boots. I enjoyed like the bottom piece and all that going. I even like the top was giving me like some kind of like rock starish type thing almost. Like she could be a performance a little bit. The bucket little hat going on. Like I didn't mind it. Not my favorite, but it was okay. Like it all matches, it all works. I didn't necessarily get a strong quilt from this whenever she first went down the runway, me personally, but I thought it was cute.
I agree with everything you said. If y'all can see this on my phone, this Beyonce wore this Alexander McQueen to the Lion King premiere, the first Lion King, and the hat and the top reminds me of this a lot, actually.
It does actually.
This as soon as I thought of when I saw her. I I think her train part was quilted once I actually looked at it. I think she just had too many elements going on for
Mm,
me. Like
hmm.
it's the hat, then the I like the blazer, but then she got the fishnets under that, and then like the look. Did she have a like leg warmers or something over her shoes?
Yeah, it was something like that. Like some,
It was just
yeah,
too much. I think it was a lot of elements, and she could have toned some stuff down for me, but
yeah,
it was cute.
yeah. Y'all let us know too in the chat with anybody we talk about whether you would give it a cute, a stunning, or a tacky.
The hat is giving me Erica Badu as well. What's is this a bag on her wrist? What's this on her
I guess
hand?
it's supposed to be like a pillow type. I don't know.
Oh,
A bag,
see, yeah, she
yeah, or
just had too
something.
much stuff.
It was, but you can see her will. I wouldn't be surprised if that Beyonce was an inspiration because she gives me, even with the last, runways, how she talked about fashion show references and stuff. So she gives me that she pays attention to different
Yes.
things. So,
And I found out what fashion show she was referencing. It was Moschino, and I believe it was a spring summer 2019. It was either spring summer 2019 or fall winter. But I know it was Moschino because someone else put it in their video.
oh, cool.
You're welcome.
Ah, Miss Crystal Envy. Now she came out and she had the reveal to the red, and she even had like the quilting going on and stuff underneath.
hmm
When she walked out, I thought she was stunning. So I'm gonna give her a stunning for this. For me, I
Did
I liked it.
did you know? Do you know what look she was referencing for this look?
Um, it was a Gigi, right?
hmm It's
Yeah,
this one. Hold on.
yes.
Um, I'm gonna show you. This is also making me think of something else. I'm gonna give her a stunning. I kind of wish she didn't say that she was referencing Gigi, because then once she said that, it this looked like other things. It didn't look like Gigi to me. I'm gonna show you one other one, but I'm gonna still give her a stunning. I wish her hair was a little bigger. Cause she
Mm-hmm.
has a big face to me, and not
She
saying this
does.
to be shady, but she's a man, and she got a big jawline and stuff, and her head kind of big. She could have used some bigger hair, but I'm gonna still give her a stunning. I think when she opened it, that helped. Cause if she just
Yes,
had the coat,
yes.
it would have maybe just been cute. But I'm gonna give her a stunning.
The underpiece definitely helped it out. I think the girls are scared of big hair for some reason. Like I don't know why they continue to like minimize their hair.
Her look also reminds me of this Dita Von Teese dress, which was like cream and red at the bottom. Can you see that?
Hold up, I'm gonna put it up. Let me get the right camera view for the people. See where I could get you up there bigger. All right, I think this is the best one right here.
Okay, see that? How it's like cream and red at the
Mm-hmm.
bottom. It was kind of reminding me of this. And then this another look that it reminded me of. But I'm gonna give her a stunning.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Um, let's see one. Let's go with this one. All right. So up next, oh boy. What's a level under tacky?
Trash. Mama, that's garbage. Mama, this is garbage. To quote Alyssa Edwards. Trash. Exactly as I
I
thought.
thought
Trash.
trash. Um, my God, my God. I don't even know where to begin. Like, you just brought this to me, and we was having this discussion. To me, this is worse than the bag look because you
Yep.
brought this to the runway. Like you brought this on the main stage. I feel like it's the worst thing I've seen over the years. And there've been some really bad looks, but this, I,
Worst look in drag race history, hands down. Period.
all you can see is a face and a leg or an ankle. I
And
don't
I'm gonna
understand.
shade the airbrush artist. Cause I'm an artist and I went to art school. And whoever painted RuPaul didn't even do that good.
Look at
RuPaul
that.
look a
Look at
mess.
that. Look at that. And you want to show that to Rue? Thinking that look good?
I think she thought she was doing a Victor and Rolf reference. We have seen The girls reference Victor and Rolf all the time. Victor and Rolf has been referenced on Drag Race so many times. Even when remember when someone had a dress and the dress was on a curtain rod.
Yes.
That was Victor and Rolf. Victor and Rolf does stuff like the girls will come down and it looks like they on the pillow. But this was not it, mama. You couldn't have you couldn't have a thing like it was a mattress, but in front of that, it's like like look like the illusion of a dress and you serving us some body no, no, no. Jenna Lyons, I would have preferred. Oh, if it for our Bravo people, Jenna Lyons just wore a robe to the
Yes.
reunion on New York. I would have liked it if I could find it real quick. Ariana has this coat that looks like kind of like a quilted robe. I would have liked if she even wore a quilted robe down the runway and had her hair tied up, and it was stunning. Like this color in the fabric is stunning, but not this. She is delusional. She is crazy. I am so upset with her. I don't want to see her on a All Stars. She's done, in my
Done. Uh-uh. And the way she was talking in the back, like how excited she was for this runway and like how she's gonna kill it. She just loves her outfit. I just wonder what the girls were thinking whenever she was getting dressed and put this on.
look at my girl Ariana. Like what she could have served something like this. This is cute. It could have been
Mm-hmm.
quilted. Like mm-mm.
No. But what she did, that definitely that wasn't it tacky. All right, Miss your girl, Susie Toot. Now she's gonna get a cute for me. Um, and I love this direction. Like I love the direction. I love the painted face. Um, I was like, wow, this is her.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see more of this come out. Like she can mix it up and still do like her character and stuff. Sometimes she want to do, but yes, whenever it requires it, you need to deliver a face and everything like in this direction. And I thought the outfit was just it did give me like Lord of the Rings and stuff or something whenever she
Yes.
was first coming out,
Yes.
and I was like, I could totally see this. That's what I thought of immediately. But I thought the design was cute. But yeah, I enjoyed Susie too.
I agree. She's gonna get a cute from me. It's giving, like quilt from a certain region or a certain time or something. That's fine. It's definitely giving like Evangeline Lilly's character in Lord of the Rings. I never watched that, but just how she looked, that's what it's giving. I like the makeup. I kept saying it. I knew she had it in her. I still, we need to keep playing. It's still not there, but we're getting to quote my girl Princess Tiana and the Princess and the Frog. I may not be where I want to be, but I'm almost there. She
Almost
almost there.
there.
Yes, honey. She gets a cute. Keep it up.
Yes, yes, yes. And then,
She showed versatility this episode, and that's
yes.
what we appreciate. We want to see that you can have your character and your persona, but you can also break out of that when it's time to.
And I'm not mistaken. Like more towards the end, we talk a little bit about Miss Joella and her. Some little videos we saw of her in our audition. But
Mhm.
in one of those questions with Carrie, whenever she's doing that, or Kyron when she's doing that interview, didn't she say the worst dressed person or the least fashionable person was Susie Toot or something?
I think she did say that, or something about her makeup. She did say something crazy about her.
Something about her. It's about she's elevated since the show, but like, and I'm like, huh? Girl, you should have named yourself
And I
for
don't
that
think
way.
Susie, she hasn't had an ugly runway to me.
She has it. I was so
You might have not
confused.
liked her beauty, but
Yes,
her clothes have been cute.
I was so confused by that answer.
I liked her red devil look that she made. It looked better than what Joella made.
Agreed. Agreed.
Mm-mm.
All right, so now we got Miss Arietti.
I have a question before we get on Ariette.
Yes.
Is Susie too white or is Susie too Latin?
That's a, I think she just oh, I don't know. She from Florida, so you never know. Um
Cause
I just
Susie out of
assumed she was white, but I don't know.
her out of drag is giving me Latin. Like as a boy, she kind of looked Latin. And
That could be. We're gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up when
when
we
we get
see.
to Joella's interview, Joella was just giving me a lot of stuff. Joella is confused, and Joella is giving me like a delusional white person.
Yes.
But okay, let's get to Ariana. Sorry.
No, you fine.
Cause it was
Um
giving like, do you think you better than her? Cause she Latin. That's what it was giving.
she might be. Now I really want to know. I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. Miss Arietti. Now, this was the inspiration for my flannel today because when she walked out, I just saw flannel. I was just
Mm.
like, "Where's the quilt?" I just wasn't getting quilts. And then, all right, I'm gonna tell you my rate at first. And this is only, and it might just be only because she was turning me off a little bit this episode too. And I think you mentioned about her delusion a little bit. And she was just getting more and more delusional for me, and she just got more and more tacky for me. And I'm gonna give her a tacky because for me, this just did not fit the category whatsoever, and it wasn't serving like she thought it was serving.
It
And
wasn't.
like the underneath part, I guess she thought was gonna be like super sexy and everything, but it just didn't. This didn't work for me. I and then the white nose. I was so glad Michelle read her for that, and I know people over the social media been having issues with that, and because you can't talk about nobody these days. But no, what are you doing? Who are you? Like, just paint your face. Like, I don't understand, why are we always doing prosthetics? This doesn't call, like, with Susie's it made sense, she was given Lord of the Rings. Why do you have Lord of the Rings ears? I'm confused. It's just a tacky for me.
I agree with everything you said. When I watch someone review this, if you zoom up, I think it might be on her headpiece. It looked like some of the fabric on the headpiece. It looked like she quilted some of that because I could see the white lines of the thread. But the rest of it doesn't look quilted at all. The black vinyl is saggy. It's not fitting her body at all. Like if you look at it, it is very saggy. This should be tight, like latex or something. It
Yes,
should be like skin
yes.
tight. It's not serving. If it was skin tight, and I actually don't need this to be zipped up. This just could have went up to the neck and been closed. Um, I guess that's her persona to be like a nymph or something or an elf. I'm over it. I don't want to see these ears anymore. And just like you said with Susie too, Susie too has a persona, but she knew to not do that every week. Even when she did, even last week when she was the devil, she still looked 20s, but it made sense with
Yeah,
her persona. This
yeah.
girl, this doesn't necessarily make sense because we don't get who, what, why. Like
That's what, who, what, why. Yes.
Susie Two name kind of tells you everything you need to know. It sounds like Betty Boop. She looked like Betty Boop. I got it. She's someone from the 20s, 30s. We got it. Ariette,
Who are
I
you,
don't
girl?
know.
I
Mm-mm.
it's mm-mm.
If
Nope.
her name was like Sphinx or something, or like something that let us know she a cat person or whatever, then it'll be like okay maybe, but no, out tacky for me too. And she just thinks she's so stunning because you made all of that stuff. Don't
Mm-hmm.
nobody care.
Nobody care. Mm-mm. Nope. Lydia.
Tacky,
Tacky.
tacky.
Tacky. Tacky.
I'm over her too. Every week she got on too much. She another one that make her clothes, and we don't care at this point. Tacky. She could go home next.
I couldn't even tell like what all this was. Like,
She
oh,
looked like chitlins.
I didn't even notice her stomach right down
She
the
look
runway. Is
the
that?
cutout.
I didn't even notice that before.
She looks like chitlins
Not
or
chitlins.
entrails. Yeah, she looks like intestines.
This was not good. Oh, tacky, tacky, tacky. Now
Tacky.
actually seeing a picture of this more and more. Mm-mm. She's another one I don't get. I just don't get her.
She looked like one of the cordyceps from The Last of Us.
Yes, she does. What you
Bye.
think about Miss Jules?
This was cute to me. Um, I'ma just give her a cute. I don't like that her the chest was moving and she had them pasties on under it, and some about the cape piece looked too big, or some or like it wasn't finished, or something was off. I'ma just give her a cute.
I'm gonna just give her a cute too. She was giving me Chun Li a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Going on, little vibe, little superhero-ish kind
The
of
evil
thing.
lady from Power Rangers. What's her name?
Yes, something. But yeah, I I don't really have much to comment on it. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and toss this one to you first too, cause you done tease.
Now, now she did good in the challenge. But when they announced her as the winner, I was like, she won. This look was not a winning look to me. And I can say it because we black, bitch, so I could comment on it. Now the other girls, I don't know if y'all need to say too much commenting if you ain't black, but we black, so I can say it. That's cute that you was representing the culture. I love all of that. But I still just didn't think that this was stunning for her to win. But I guess they thought that her performance in the challenge was so stunning. I also thought it was funny, Ruth saying that she looked like somebody,
Barry
something white.
White's wife. Yes,
Yes, what was her first name?
I don't remember. I never had heard of her. I didn't know who Barry
Me
White's
either.
wife
And
was.
I don't think I knew the group that she was in either. I was like,
Mm-mm.
RuPaul, you never cease to amaze me with your random facts.
Random references.
This it was cute, and she was giving me traditional drag. I hate her eyebrows. I really want her to stop this straight
Yeah.
up. Can they arch down? Because the rest of her makeup is pretty. I just don't like the eyebrows. I'm gonna give her a cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a cute, but I definitely agree with you because I thought she had a good shot at winning, and I'm never gonna be mad at, shoot, we need some handouts sometimes too in life.
Mhm,
Go ahead
mhm.
and get some of the victories sometimes. So I'm not mad at her winning the challenge, but whenever they came out on the runway, I was like, oh, she not gonna win. I was like, she had it until this came out. Like, it's fine, but it gave me like the reservations I had from episode one whenever I saw her runway, and I was like, oh,
And
she's
she
just,
brought this right.
yeah,
Like I think this is a case where styling would could makes a difference. If
yes,
this was fitted just real nasty, just like real tight to her body, and then
yes.
her hair was something different and her makeup, then I probably would have been like, oh, she ate. But
See, it's just giving a little bit too much old lady or something for me, like the
yes,
fit in and stuff right there. It's not sexy. Not
it's
the way
just
that she walks, because let me tell you, she knows how to present, she knows how to walk and take her time, and she gives you that sexiness in the walk. But the dress was not giving that.
I almost want to say this is giving Shirley Ralph, but it's not because Shirley
It's-
Ralph be sexy and she be
yes,
serving.
yes.
So
And I agree with the eyebrows. I'm gonna start paying attention to that more. Like
she
I
keeps doing them
really haven't.
straight up.
Why does she
Like
do
when you
that?
see them in the workroom, they just go
Yeah.
up into her hairline. Like, no, I don't like that. Mm-mm.
Uh, but
But
yeah,
her
but
eye makeup is stunning. Like she actually gives me a
absolutely.
woman face aside from them eyebrows.
Absolutely. No, I agree. Oh, now this was my favorite.
Now
I'm gonna just go ahead and
this,
let you know that.
you did what needed to be done. And this was giving me Gigi Hadid more than that other girl. Like the structure in the bottom, this looked like Gigi. Mm, mm,
Yes. It was same bad. Well, where we always love going to Utica and the sleeping bag look. But
mm,
I was like,
mm,
bitch,
mm,
she done took this sleeping bag look up to another level
mm,
right
mm,
here
mm.
coming out. This was stunning. And just the walk, the presentation, everything built into it. Like, and I know you said you had some insight on this. This gets a stunning for me. I know you said earlier you had some insight on this in the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious what that is.
So I believe it's her drag mother, but her name is something. What her name is Sam Star. But
Yeah.
what's the drag? I feel like the drag mother's name is Sparkles. Or maybe she just in her drag family. But she does the review with Trinity the Tuck. I can't think of her name right now. But
Hmm.
this was her look. She said she made this for when
Oh.
she stepped. She made it for a competition, but she didn't have it done in time. So when she stepped down at a pageant, I believe, she had to come back to like crown the next girl. This was her look, but like minus the pillow. The pillow wasn't on there. So
Okay.
they added the pillow. I can't remember if the zipper was on there at first. Sam added the teddy bear herself, and that was, I think, Sam's idea to do, or maybe both of their ideas to do the I woke up like this. But
Yeah, that
this was
was
like
cute.
a recycled look. They said they broke two sewing machines making this look. And she said this was actually inspired by the Gigi Hadid as well. So I thought that that was funny because this looked more like it to me. But this is
Yes.
just beautiful. She could have won to me. This was beautiful. I don't know if you remember Shea Coulee had a look one time where it was supposed to be like she was sleeping too in the pillow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This a anybody who ever gave a sleeping look, she won. No one needs to do it anymore. Just retire it. This need to be hanging up in the museum for RuPaul's Drag Race.
No, I agree. She was stunning, and that's why I told you because I thought she did well enough in the challenge. Like I remember her part in the
Mm-hmm.
challenge, and I thought she ate it up and did well.
Mm,
When I saw her runway, I was like, "Oh, y'all about to be mad at Miss Sam Star because she about to be out here on the runway again in the top." But
mm, mm, mm.
you know,
Look at her face. Look at her teeth. Look at her lips. She is just, look at her clavicle and her collarbone. Just, she is just beautiful. She is a beautiful drag queen to me. If I wish we could pull up the clip when Kennedy Davenport goes, she's beautiful. She is beautiful.
yes,
Mm, mm, mm.
absolutely. So I was here for Miss Sam.
She looks like Linda Evangelista, bitch.
Yes. Now, Miss Lingerie, like I started off saying, like I noticed her more and I thought she had a chance. Then it came to the runway. Now, it's not a tacky for me. I'm gonna give it a cute, but it's a lower cute for me. Because in some parts I don't.
Really? I'm gagged. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish.
What? I enjoy the color pop kind of going on, and it's kind of her aesthetic. What's going on, little cutesy? I don't know. I don't even know what to say, brother. It was just I like the direction and everything going. There's something about it that's appealing to me, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Um, I'm conflicted if I want to give her a cute or a stunning. I love this. The only thing I don't love, I do not like these leg warmers. I don't know what this is with the girls and these leg warmer things. I'm not into this.
Yeah,
Give
they
me a
love the
shoe.
leg warmers.
I don't like that. But outside of that, I thought this was stunning. I thought I love the colors. We can see the quilted. Like it looks like the fabric is quilted, and then her little hip pad piece looks quilted. I love the wig. I think this is the prettiest she has
I
looked in
like
the
the wig.
face. Her face looks so pretty. I love her blonde eyebrows. She looked like Doechii in the face to me. I just think
Mm-hmm.
this dumb leg woman, she needed on like a little ankle boot. And she was giving me a Sailor Moon villain, and that's what everybody been saying. Like she looked like a Sailor Moon villain. If she had on like a little boot, so she looked like she could run or something, this would have been stunning. I'm gonna give her a very high cute.
See, it's a middle low quick for me. You know what it is for me too? I think I don't know why, but I've just kept seeing Finding Nemo.
Um, it's probably the white, orange, and the blue.
It probably something in the something was just taking me out of I don't know.
Mm.
And it's like I really wanted to like it because I really love the color pop and I
Uh
love
huh.
like the cutesiness and I love it's just it's a little something. But it's definitely not bad.
And you know what else? What another reason why she got points for me? She's so skinny and she doesn't wear a lot of body. So even though
Yeah,
this was pat quilted and she got giving us a little more body and it don't look bulky. Like we can see her waist, but she giving us some hips. I was like, okay, finally you giving us more of a silhouette today. I think
I
that's why
agree.
I liked it too.
I agree. Miss Hormona Lisa, I thought she was cute
Same.
for me. You know, it's a straight quilted look, but nice colors. And she knows what I appreciate about her. She definitely knows how to fit her body.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely does.
And
I've
she
learned that from a
made it.
runway. Hmm.
But this is impressive. I'm impressed that she said she made this. I
Yeah,
love
she
the
did say
coat.
that.
It could have been something other than a bodysuit under it, but other than that,
Right,
it's cute.
right. Miss Hormona.
Tacky,
Tacky. Do we even have to?
tacky. Again another girl. She either got on a itty bitty wig or a big ass wig. It's either one or
Yes.
the other with her.
Yes. And why did she choose itty bitty for this one? And that hat, I hated that little hat.
Cause
I
she
don't.
thought she was turning it in her lip sync with that little braid. But girl, you could have put on a wig and had that braid on under your wig.
Yes.
Bye. Bye.
Mm, mm-mm,
We could have got a double
mm-mm.
Shantae.
Could have. Tacky, tacky. Acacia forgot. I thought she was actually cute this week.
I
Um,
thought this was cute too.
yeah. And she was displaying how she used like all the like great grandmother stuff or whatever, mother stuff, all these different
She was
combinations.
serving body.
Yeah.
This was giving me little girl beauty pageant, but I'm a grown woman. This was giving me Jean Benet Ramsey, but
Yes.
I'm grown.
Yes. I agree.
It was cute to me. And her makeup is getting better. She could use a little less blush. I mean,
Yeah.
she put on all the blush, but
She
her
put it on
makeup is
all.
getting better.
I agree. Now you okay with On Your Nerve winning? Or the
Ag-
top three? Would you had a different top three?
Who was the top three again?
It was Crystal Envy, On Your Nerve, and Susie Two.
Okay, I don't want nobody to read me watching back at home. The top three to me should have been Sam Star, Crystal Envy, and then Susie Two or On Your Nerve. I let whoever y'all could choose. That could have went either way for me because neither one of their runways I was gagged, but I love both of them in the challenge.
Yeah, yeah. That's Sam is the only other person I could see sliding in there. And when she walked
Hmm.
out on that runway, like I was like, okay, if runways matter, I don't know what the scoring is. I don't understand. Are we just
Me
judging
neither.
on challenge alone and just it don't matter what you do on this runway unless you just really f up the thing? Or I,
If it was silverware's drag race, it would probably be 60-40 for me. The runway would count as 60% and the challenge would be 40. So if you did real stunning in the challenge, but then yo runway ain't together, I'm sorry, but that's knocking you down because this is still
Yes.
visual, and I
Yes.
don't have time. And this ain't Drag Race back in the day. This season 17. So the runway needs to be on point, especially if you brought it. Oh, it needs to be on point.
I agree. I agree. Oh,
I'm still
that's
not over
I'm with you.
Joella.
So Joella and Corey, they face off that lip sync. Whew, boy. First, I was like, "Oh, we about to get a Valentino moment." Valentina, because she was she left that raggedy old quilted thing, and then we know why, because she did not know any
She doesn't know the words.
none of the words.
And the song was Buttons by the Pussycat Dolls featuring Snoop Dogg. So it was Snoop Dogg's rap that she didn't know. And I think Snoop Dogg raps at like the beginning of the song and in the
In the
middle.
middle. Yep. She was struggling. I was like, "Oh, poor little Tay Tay. She'll know what's going on." But let me tell you, I got Corey. I feel my feelings about Corey and the dragon, what's going on, but Corey got body.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's one thing Corey has right for sure. Got that body, and
Yeah.
the lip sync was, and I think you can get away with a lot when you have a good body and doing stuff in a lip sync, because you ain't even really got to be serving like that. It's just it could be captivating, but mm, I don't think the lip syncs are gonna save Corey in the future after seeing this lip sync. It was nothing super special.
Mm-mm. And I didn't want when I rewatched, I didn't get to the lip sync again. But from what I remember, she was kind of messy.
It
And
was
she
it was
seemed like
very
she was just
messy.
all over the place, just
Yes.
doing anything.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It was quite messy. But Joella ain't know the words. So
She did a hair reveal and took the hat off and swung her braid. And then when she did that, I don't remember it being like a good time. Yeah, but she from Boston, and I'm about to shade the girls. My ex was from Boston or Massachusetts / Connecticut. The queens out there are not serving at all, but it don't seem like anybody is serving in Massachusetts or Connecticut, so it's on
Lord
brand.
knows. Please don't do another season with a bunch of Connecticut girls.
Ever,
That season was
ever. If you want to do a season with a city girls from a bunch of cities, do a Chicago season because the girls would be serving and
I'm
they
from
would definitely
Chicago.
know how to perform. Chicago girls perform, honey. They be doing
Yeah.
splits. They be going out in the street. But don't nobody want to see Boston or Connecticut. No.
Well, I agree with you. And Miss Joella goes home, and I tell you,
Toodles.
we could forget the Ella. I'm sorry. Just not my time. I don't get it. I don't get Joella's drag. I feel like she is a young girl who has this idea of what it's supposed to be. It's like this, like she's trying to be something she's not naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of those conversations she was having with Anya about not embracing her culture, and I thought Anya Nur was kind of helping her out with that. That made sense to talk about, how like going to college and everything really helped her out with that. See, girls, it's important to
Mm-hmm.
go to college and get it.
It
It's
is.
important to learn and do some things, but it helped her get in tune with a lot of that with her
Mm-hmm.
ancestry. So she needs to unlock some of that so she could get a little bit more authentic.
I agree. And I had sent you the video of her at DragCon, and she was having some conversations. What's the queen? What's the UK queen that won?
Kyron, I think it's Kyron Threats or something like that.
Okay, and I
Kyron or
need to go
Carrion, I
back to
forget.
my binge of UK. But she said something like being from whatever part of California she's from, it's not a lot of Asian people, and she was around a lot of white people. And she said she whitewashed herself, which was funny to me because she giving me blackwash on Drag Race.
Yes,
So I told you
exactly.
she giving me an Aquafina tea. Cause Aquafina seems like
Mm-hmm.
she goes through the same thing depending on the situation. She either is cosplaying a black person or she want to be soft or demure and white. So it's like pick one. It
Is it a
seems like a
Cali
lot of
thing?
huh?
Is it a Cali thing? We
It
gotta
seems like
test
it's
about
an
these.
Asian thing.
Yeah.
Because okay, they're Southeast Asian. Is that what they would be considered
Oh,
Southeast Asian?
I'm not even sure.
I think the
I
like the
think.
Chinese, the
Yeah.
that, but then it seems like the Indian and the
Right.
Indian people they have a problem with this too. It
Yeah.
very much seems like this is a so I know we talking about Drag Race, but Drag Race talks about politics, honey.
Absolutely.
While we're hearing what's going on in America, it seems like the minority groups, and we know some of the black people need to work on this too. The minority groups, y'all need to sit down and figure out what's important to y'all and what y'all doing. Cause I think the same. This is why I fell in love with Drag Race when I watched the show. I was, oh my god, Drag Race is like a microcosm of the world. The same stuff that be happening on Drag Race kind of is like what's happening in the world. The black girls that have all the talent, but they don't have the money, so they don't win as much. But it'll be a white girl that ain't that talented. They got all the coins, so she can buy up all the stuff. It
Yep.
just be like, ooh, this look like the real world.
Yep.
Mm-mm. We gonna
Well,
pray for Joelle,
we're gonna pray for her. Yeah, you need to get it together. I will give you your props for Katie knowing who you are. I would
and
never live
that's
that
it.
down. That's it. Yes.
It starts and
I
stops there.
I shut my mouth up about that one, but everything else, girl, you just not go back to the drawing board. And before you actually get the talent, before you have the confidence.
She don't seem like she has anything. She can't perform. She didn't do anything good. What's her name?
She said
Like
she didn't
Bianca
do
Del Rio
anything
asked
good.
Trinity to tell, what do you do well? Quickly. What do you do well, girl? But run your mouth.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Mm, okay. Well, I think that's enough said there, brother. You got any more thoughts, comments before we wrap up?
The girls, thank God Nymphia won last season because it probably won't be another Asian girl win for a while, honey,
It
because the
might not be
girls
for
is
the whole
down bad.
franchise.
Or a
They're
big
winning
girl
their
either.
countries. They're winning. You got the Philippines and
Oh, yeah.
Thailand and all that. They win over there.
When we gonna get a big girl to win? That's looking bad, girl. We 17 seasons in. We don't have no big queen that ever won in the United States. Wow.
Look at us. We still never had a woman president in the United States. Some things
Yeah.
just are never gonna happen.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Before we leave, I would like to say right now who my well that was the fourth episode.
Yes,
I
that's
would like
right.
to call my
Thank you.
top four. I am
Yes.
very good. I usually, and me and my friend, we didn't do it this season. I usually do a like a pool. Like I usually enter like a what y'all do for the sports? Like a
Um.
fantasy thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say my top four. My top four are Sam Star, On Your Nerve, Susie Two, and I'm gonna say Crystal Envy. I don't think Lana Ray. I like her, but I don't think she gonna make it far. I'm sorry. She too young. She could come back for an all star.
Uh, I would say my top are gonna be
Um,
Sam Star, On Your Nerve, Susie 2. We have those. Except I will change Crystal for Let's See.
Oh. Okay, I'm changing it. I'm going with yours. I forgot about Lexi. I'm changing it. I can
But
see
Crystal's
Lexi.
5. So Crystal can come up in there for me, depending on how these future ones go. Because she's starting to show a little bit more for me. Lingerie is kind of like maybe 6, 6, 7. I'm trying to think who else is behind. Well, no, I forget about Jules. I gotta see more from Jules and in these challenges because I see she has kind of like potential, but she doesn't have that big personality kind of coming out in these challenges or whatever. So I'm gonna see, but she has a chance too.
And yes, Aja, for the other franchises, I will also say that Lawrence Cheney, she was a big girl
Yes,
at
I was about
one.
to say Loris Cheney. And Asha, is this your top?
Corey King, you done lost your mind, girl. I hope you are trolling. I hope you are trolling. Okay, Kim, you got me confused now.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna backtrack and I'm gonna say top five, and I'll come back and give my top four because now I'm confused. My top five is gonna be Crystal Envy, Lexi Love, Sam Star, Susie Toot, and Onion Nerve. Cause I can see all five of
I
them
see that
going.
as a strong top five.
Yeah, but I
Right.
can't. It's hard for me to. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
some of Jewel Sparkles, I like her, but I just can't see her going all the way. I just see
Yeah.
something tripping her up, and then
Yeah.
she gonna go home.
Next week, what is the it? I really want to know if this Corey King is for real or a troll, because it
I
cannot
really hope
be.
it's a troll. I pray. But me and Aja, sometimes we will disagree on Queen sometimes.
Yes.
Cause I
What?
love Nina Bonina Brown, and she's not a big fan.
What? Not a Nina fan?
Mm-mm.
Uh, what was next week? Do you remember the preview?
uh-uh. And
I'm
you know,
trying to
I just
remember
watch.
the
I have to
preview.
watch through Avenues now, so I don't even think I get to see
You
the
don't even get
preview.
to see the preview. I'm trying to think what's upcoming with the Queens. I don't. Oh, they're doing how they do the Saturday Night Live, the RuPaul Drag
Oh,
Race
and I've
Live.
been liking
I
those.
like those. So this is gonna really showcase a personality now because you're gonna be on the
Okay,
spot live and all these different. Yeah, we'll see what the
we'll see
queens
how
can
Miss
bring.
Sparkles if she sparkles in this acting challenge.
Absolutely.
Miss on your nerve.
I think on your nerve. I think she's gonna be fine. I think Sam would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I could
I think
see.
Lexi will be
Yeah, I
fine.
think Lexi would be fine. Those seem like girls who could be kind of quick and can kind of do some things.
Mm.
Um, I don't like Corey King.
Mm. What's her archetype?
You're real, a drag race kind of girl, maybe for the show purposes and moving things on. I don't know about winning nothing or being up
Crystal
there.
Crystal Envy is the stereotypical drag race girl to me on this season. That's why I feel like she gonna go to the end because she just like a shoe in to me. Like she's been very polished. She seemed like she could do everything. So she like the okay.
We gonna remember this. Like I'm gonna call you Nostradamus
See, she's
he
so
if
tacky.
if he gets
She
there to
not
the top
giving me
four.
that.
I don't like people crying. I need- oh, I love your friend.
You know what? She's from Jersey.
Oh, okay. Wait, which one is it? Crystal Envy from Jersey or
Hmm.
Okay, that's who's from Jersey on this one.
Now I don't like Wendy Williams, but this the one thing. Wendy Williams is from Jersey too, and how Wendy is just very. And I'm blunt too, but my friend Aja is very blunt, like Wendy to me. Hmm.
But yes, we'll see what happens. That should be an exciting one. But definitely join us again next Wednesday, y'all. To for our review
And for what
Episode 5.
else?
And also this Sunday, join us as we do the red carpet for the Grammys.
Yes, for
And
the
we're
Gram
for the
B.
Grammys. So we'll probably do the red carpet. And what you say to the maybe like the first performance?
Sure,
We do the red carpet to the first performance of the Grammys right there.
sure.
Or something like that. Yeah.
And I call them the Gram Bs because my sister Beyonce owns the Grammys, honey. She is the most awarded and nominated Grammy artist, living and dead. Um, and she is nominated, the most nominated this year. And on Friday, you can catch me for I'm gonna do a Fashion Friday. I'm gonna do a video, and we're gonna look at Beyonce's Grammy looks over the years. So we get a little fashion before we get to the live on
Yes.
Sunday.
Love it. We'll definitely
Yes,
check that out and also do a double dose of videos because hopefully, whether right now the plan is for Friday. If you're an Oscar fan, if you love movies, I'll be doing. You can go and see right now. I do have a video that's just giving you the people nominated. If you just want to know who's nominated, but on Friday I'm gonna do my thoughts on the best picture and who should win. I have
okay.
one more movie to watch which I should have watched by then, and then I would have seen all the 10 movies nominated for Best Picture
And
and give
what
you my
movie is
thoughts.
that?
I'm Still Here. It's the last one I have to watch.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Is
one
that?
you remember they were going crazy over Fernanda Torres in the chat
Oh,
for
that one. Okay. Yes.
yes,
Yes. Okay.
her movie. So I had to watch that one.
Okay.
I saw Nickel Boys last night.
Mm. Well,
So
I will be looking for. I need to watch both of the Oscars videos because I'm excited for the Oscars as well.
absolutely. Well, until then, make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things, and
Yes, honey.
join us.
Yes. See y'all on the weekend.
Sashay away. But Shantae, we stay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Bye, Joella.